And then on the defense side of the ball, they got one of the best game records in the game in Von Miller. So got to figure out a way to contain him. And I tell you, that secondary in the back end is very impressive. They had 5 sacks last week, so the pass rush has picked up in Denver. First 3 weeks, they had no sacks and limited pressures, and that secondary was playing outstanding. So they got good veteran leadership back there with Chris Harris and Simmons and Jackson, those guys. So got quite the challenge cut out for us this week. This team's 0-4. We've been there before. We know how we felt at 0-4. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be desperate. And we got to be ready for any and everything.
Denver's defense over the last few years, from Wade Phillips to Vance Joseph to now Fangio, a lot of the same players, but how is the schemes different?
Yeah, it's different. It is different. Again, there's only so many coverages you can play, and there's only so many, blitzes you can run. So there's a lot of crossover in every defense every week. Certainly there's things teams lean on more than the others, just like offensively there's only so many route combinations you can run. So we all of us run the same thing. There's different tweaks and styles and things you like, nuances off of things. So, but it is different, and you mentioned that. You went up against pretty much the exact same scheme for a long time in Denver. Again, when Wade left, they still kept the same. It was almost exactly the same. So it is different. There are some. So it is a little different preparing for them this week. Same guys in a lot of spots, but different scheme, and it's a good defense. They'll challenge the heck out of us. The secondary's playing really well, and I know everybody points to the lack of sacks, even though they did get quite a few last week, but they pressure it. They got a good front, and we all know what Von Miller can do, and he's as good as there is every down. I mean, what he does in the run game as well, he's an awesome player.
Broncos defensive players have said that they love playing against you, but aren't too fond of your style of trash talking, the lack of profanity. I'm just curious, is there anything unique about the banter when you play the Broncos?
No, not necessarily. Again, there's Von doesn't say a word, never really has. Chris Harris, I have great respect for. We've played against each other again a lot of times. He's made his fair share of plays, and we've made some as well. But no, there's nothing unique. It's a division game. I think again, it's teams you play twice a year. So some of these guys you've played over 12, 14. I mean, however many times you've played them, more than that, and it's the same way with Oakland and Kansas City. So it's always a heck of a game, it's between the lines all you got for 3 hours and change, and then it's nothing to respect afterwards.
What do you think from Denver's run defense? I mean, statistically, doesn't look great. They're the worst run defense.
I tell you what, I have a lot of respect for Coach Fangio in that group. I mean, I've gone against him when he was in San Francisco those years when they were really good, and we were in Arizona, and they've always been a good team, regardless of where he's been. And these guys, you can say what you want to about their record. I think they're a good football team, especially just looking at it from the defensive perspective. Sometimes things just like us, we've had 5 touchdowns called back or that have been wiped off the board. There have been things that have happened for them. So they're very disciplined. They understand their scheme, and they're playing it well. And they have some good players. Von Miller is, the best in the business, and their interior line's very good. And Chris Harris, gosh, just from talking with him when we were at the Pro Bowl, just his knowledge and how he approaches the game. So, I have a lot of respect for them, and certainly don't take them for granted at all.
Come on, Bull fans, you want some more of this? Click subscribe, hit this button right here. Click this button right here and you can get all of this that you want. Come on, Bull fans.